This is kind of the first time that we're really going to dive into some stuff.
I felt like I had such a bright future. How is there even going to be a day after this? That was really bad. Yeah.
What did those first few days and weeks look like for you?
Numb. Really hard. Literally went from a normal high schooler to then people knowing who I was and Hollywood Fix is freaking chasing me. Such a switch, losing hundreds of thousands of followers, people being like, go kill yourself.
Yeah. What was the lowest point for you?
There was a night that I don't really think I've ever even talked about this online, but I attempted it. And they took me to this I just feel bad for my family because I feel like they were trying so hard to keep me there. I really think that it's just my time to go.
Sienna Mae, welcome to The Squeeze.
Thank you for having me.
We've been literally talking for 20 minutes.
I'm excited to be here.
I'm so excited to have you.
Me too.
I love following you on social media. I feel like you are such a light and your content is always so fun and uplifting. And I know whenever I'm watching your stuff, I'm going to get inspired or feel happy or...
Am I gonna cry 5 seconds? I'm literally tearing up. It's okay. I'm about to start my period today, so just act normal. It's all fine. Oh my god, that's really sweet. Thank you.
Oh my gosh,
I appreciate that.
I know I'm not the only one. I can speak for a lot of us girlies that feel that way, but
thank you.
I'm excited to have you on because this is kind of the first time that we're really gonna dive into some stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm honored that you wanted to do that here with me. But we do start each episode off with this jar. It's a game called Citrus Got Real.
Okay.
If you want to pull a little question friend out of there.
One of these?
Yes.
Okay.
And let us know what she says.
Oh, this is easy. If you could only wear one color for the rest of your life, what would it be? White. Easy. Oh, just good. White.
Yeah.
Or maybe does denim count as a color?
I'll allow it.
Okay, I say white or denim.
Ooh, yeah. I kind of agree with the denim thing.
Because think about pants.
Yeah.
Pink pants all the time. That'd be kind of rough.
Yeah.
What about you? Well, I guess it's not your question, but...
No, I will answer. No, I think I might have to... or black. But I feel like summer I don't want to wear...
I also don't really like how I look in black, so I think white for me is a little bit better.
Oh.
I think the dark skin, the white features a little bit better.
Yeah.
Because it's pop a little bit.
Yeah.
But black is a good one too.
Yeah. Black, white, or denim. That's not really an answer, but all of the above.
Okay, my final answer is white.
Okay. I honestly might go with the denim one.
Oh, wow.
I think I'm going to go with denim.
Steal my answer.
It was, yeah, I know. I had to. It was a good answer. I had to take it. Okay, so I'm excited to dive into this with you today because you are no stranger to online bullying, harassment, cancel culture, all of that stuff.
All of it.
But your story is so much more than that because I really feel like it's a story of healing, growth, and faith. And I'm just really excited to hear your story. I feel like I am chronically online, but I'm not involved chronically online. So I don't know much of your story as it was going on.
I literally went from a normal high schooler doing dance 5 hours a day and attending high school to then going to LA parties and people knowing who I was and Hollywood Fix is freaking chasing me. Random, such a switch that I don't really think anybody in that era of 2020 TikTok that kind of blew up then really knew what was going on because it was also crazy. But yeah, that was a weird time.
I can't imagine.
Being a kid during that time too, that was so weird.
Yeah.
Because I was 16, but I felt 25.
Yeah. I think that's what people forget about people that are on the internet. A lot of times, these people are young.
Totally.
And they don't know what's going on. I
totally.
mean, I still don't know what's going on and I'm 28.
Yeah.
you know?
Oh, and Lord knows I wasn't my best self at 16. Like I was a brat. Like I was like, Mom, shut up. Like every 16-year-old, every teenager is just trying to go through freaking puberty and trying to figure out who they are. So to also then kind of feel the weight of the internet fall into my lap in a loving way was like, wow, I really am amazing.
Yeah.
And then have it all go away was like, wow, I really am nothing.
Yeah.
You know?
How long did the numbness last for you?
I feel like, you know, I was really blessed to find really good friends during this time because I think that although I had, like I said, the rejection of the internet and a really extreme redirection where I took my life completely offline, my life in person became extremely extremely, I just keep thinking the word abundant. Like,
Yeah.
I got amazing friends. I found an amazing church community. I had people that were like praying for me, had their hands on me. And so even though I was like numb when I came back to what was happening online, when I put my phone down and like I didn't look at what these random kids in like Ohio are saying about me, I was like, it felt the love around me.
Yeah.
And I really feel like these people that came to my life were like real life angels, like around me, just like loving me, holding me, keeping me, protecting me. So I think the numbness I think there was like almost a grief, like when you lose someone and you remember that you lost someone.
Yeah.
That kind of would hit me here and there, like maybe a couple times a day of like, dang, what am I going to do? My career, these people that I loved, I'm never going to be able to create again. Because that was also one of like the main things that I was so sad about. It wasn't even about people's perceptions. It was that I wasn't making videos. Because I love making videos. I love like creating stuff. I love editing stuff. I'm always getting like creative concepts. And I think that stopping that was one of the harder things because I was like, dang, I don't have any way to like make something that I love to do.
Yeah.
So the numbness was there when it like seeped in.
Yeah.
But for the most part, I was okay because I was like in Hawaii and like I was like in the ocean and I was surfing and I was like learning how to snorkel and I was like with my people and I was cooking and working out. And so I was like, I was okay, but I think it just would hit me here and there and I'd be like, I really don't know what I'm going to do, but I guess I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I feel like there's so much wisdom behind like the putting the phone down. I mean, obviously in your scenario, you needed to put the phone down because you were being attacked online. But even like this past month, like I've been away, I've been living summer and like I've barely been on my phone and I don't have any negativity coming through my social media. But still being removed from it, like we forget that we need that. Like we need to, you know, everyone says touch grass. Like we actually need to do that, and we need to go outside and do those things and have that connection with people because it's so important.
Truly, and I'm grateful too because a lot of the people that I was around are older than me, and so a lot of them were like 22, 23, 24 who have now become my family.
Yeah.
When I was like 17, 18, you know, all the years after. So I feel like I got a lot of their wisdom and a lot of their experiences because they've all also been through just like a different era of life than me. So I was kind of poured into in that era of my life that I needed people to be pouring into me. Yeah. And luckily I got that. So yeah, I think we really do forget how much better life is when we're actually living it.
Yeah.
Versus just like taking pictures of everything and living it to live on socials, you know?
It's so true. Summer is all about looking and feeling your best without piling it on. Thrive Cosmetics is going to be your go-to for a simple, clean, and radiant summer look. Every product is 100% vegan, cruelty-free, and made with clean, skin-loving ingredients that work with your skin, not against it. I love summer makeup because you guys know I am not one that really knows how to do a good full beat. And I love a simple, clean summer look. And Thrive Cosmetics really has everything you need for that. And something that I love about Thrive Cosmetics is every time you use your favorite Thrive Cosmetics products, you're doing more than just enhancing your glow. You're helping others shine too. With over $150 million in product and cash donations to 600 plus giving partners, your purchase directly fuels real impact. One of my absolute favorite products from Thrive Cosmetics, which I have been a user of for actual years, is their liquid lash extensions mascara. It's perfect for the summer because it's sweat proof and it comes in 6 different shades and lasts all day without clumping, smudging, or flaking. It makes your lashes look extra long by wrapping around each lash from root to tip. And the best part is it's easy to remove. Maximize your look with minimal effort. Go to thrivecosmetics.com/thesqueeze for an exclusive offer of 20% off your first order. That's Thrive Cosmetics, CAUSEMETICS.com/thesqueeze. Okay, lemon drops, would you want to relive your 20s without reliving all of the chaos, of course? Well, it turns out all you need for healthier hair, skin, and nails and joints is Live Conscious collagen peptides. With types 1 and 3 collagen sourced from grass-fed bovine in Brazil, Live Conscious collagen peptides is a favorite formula among 97% of users who saw visible improvements. It's also clinically backed and free from harmful, unnecessary additives. Unlike other products on the market, Live Conscious has been around for over 10 years and always ensures purity and potency. There are truly so many collagen peptides on the market. I feel like in the past few years, it's just really like shot up. And I don't know if you're like me, but I get so overwhelmed because there's so many products trying to figure out which one has the best ingredients and will actually work in my body. One of my favorite things I love about their product is that these peptides dissolve effortlessly into your morning coffee, your smoothie, or even just water, with no clumping and no fuss. There is truly nothing worse than trying to put powder in your coffee and it clumping and then it just ruining your morning coffee. Something else that is so great is you can even get them in stick packs, which make for easy travel companions. And Live Conscious is so confident you'll love the results that every purchase comes with a 365-day money-back guarantee. Yes, that's a full year for you to decide if it works for you. Visit liveconscious.com and start your journey to natural beauty. Use code SQUEEZE for 15% off. Okay, Lemon Drops, I have some exciting news for you. Simply has launched a new prebiotic soda called Simply Pop. The new Juicy Soda. This new Juicy Soda comes in 5 flavors. They have pineapple mango, lime, strawberry, citrus punch, and fruit punch. Simply Pop is the new fruit-forward bevy of prebiotic sodas made with 6 grams of prebiotic fiber to support gut health and vitamin C and zinc to support immune health. Something that I love about this new Simply Pop is there is no added sugar. So many of these drinks add sugar, but you're getting an amazing taste with no added sugar. I love a little 2-3 p.m., a little treat, just a little something for me. And Simply Pop has been that go-to for me. I would say my favorite flavor is either the lime. I am such a lime girl through and through. But also the fruit punch is pretty good. But I'm torn between those. Don't make me pick one because I can't pick. But you guys need to try Simply Pop out. It is so yummy. You can find Simply Pop in any of its 5 juicy flavors by visiting them online at cokeurl.com/simplypop. That's cokeurl.com/simplypop. You guys going to check out Simply Pop. It's going to be your new favorite. I do know that throughout that journey for you, you shared with me a little bit about how there definitely was some very low points for you throughout that. What was like the lowest point for you?
Well, I think I'd like to remember it sometimes better than it was. So like, obviously I had an amazing community. I had a church family. I had people around me, but it was not an easy time. And there were some really bad low points. And I don't really think I've ever even talked about this online, but there was a night that I attempted to commit suicide, and they took me to this hospital for like, it was like not troubled teens, because all the girls in there were just hurt.
Yeah.
But that was really bad. Yeah, because that was like, I just felt bad for my family, because I feel like they were trying so hard to keep me there. And I think everybody in my family and my friends like went through it with me, which I didn't feel alone in that, but I didn't take away from the moments that I did feel alone. And I was like, I really think that it's just my time to go.
Yeah.
And also it doesn't help when like everybody's telling you to do that too.
Yeah.
I think that takes the place of number one low.
Yeah.
But luckily, you know, I spent like 72 hours like there, and that was the worst 72 hours of my life. I was like, oh my gosh, get me out of here. Like, I feel so grateful for every little thing once getting out of, it wasn't even like a mental hospital, but it was like where they watch over these teenage girls that all have like overdose and drug issues, or like abuse problems with family members, or a lot of them had attempted suicide the same day or the day before. And so being around like all these kind of like hurt girls as well made me so grateful for my life, because I was like, all these people are going through it too. Like, I'm not the only one that's like dealing with some crap right now. And I think that once I got out, because I was only in there for like 2.5, 3 days, I listened to every beat in music. I was like, because there was no music, there was no, actually, you know what's so funny? I think Twilight was the only movie in there.
Of course.
I'm not kidding. I think it was like the only age-appropriate movie we were allowed to watch on the like old-ass TV.
Oh my gosh.
That's funny.
That's so good.
But there was like no music. We couldn't even go outside. There was like 30 minutes of outside time.
Yeah.
And it was just sad. Like, it just felt cold that once my dad actually stayed outside the entire 72 hours because he was so worried. And I actually got taken by the government, like without their permission, because once you admit to a hospital that, because I was underage, once my parents admitted and said to the hospital that they thought I was a liability, that I was gonna commit suicide, they didn't have control over me anymore. So they were like, we will watch her, don't take her there. Like, that's not a good place for her to go right now, with a ton of other teenage girls who also know, who probably know who she is. But their say didn't matter, because they had already admitted to the hospital that they thought I was going to commit suicide and that I had attempted. And so my dad waited outside the entire time, and there was like this super old phone that you could dial like a number on. Yeah. With like the spirally cord. And I would like call him, and oh my God, I could just tell he was crying. And I would like never hear my dad cry. And he was like, don't worry, babe, I'm right outside. Like, you're okay. And yeah, that was really tough. But once I got out, I was just like so grateful to hold my dad's hand, to listen to music, to see grass, to touch my animals. It made me like so grateful for every little thing that actually makes life so like simple and beautiful. Yeah. To call my friends, to text my friends, and just be like, I love you guys. You know, it almost brought me to a lower low that I appreciated the low I was at. Yeah. If that makes sense. I don't know. It was a really, really weird like fever dream experience.
Yeah.
Because I got like completely stripped from my parents, taken away. And they were like treating me like, it was just so weird. They were almost like mental health was like a crime, like a weird crime almost. Yeah. It was just such an interesting thing. It wasn't like, are you okay? We need to help you. It was like almost being punished for wanting to commit suicide when that's obviously like a much deeper issue.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah. Hopefully that wasn't too much. I'm sorry. I've got some lore behind my past.
No, I think it's so important because obviously, look, I'm the same as you. I'm so optimistic, and I'm always like, it was hard, but I know I had these people, I had this, and so I feel like after that was when you kind of, I don't want to say like the upwardness of healing, but do you feel like after that, like you really like did start to actually heal?
Totally.
What was it like for you to find your identity as who you were outside of what the internet was saying?
I think it was actually pretty easy to find my identity when I didn't have the noise.
Yeah.
Like I didn't know what people were saying about me, which now I think it's actually hilarious because there were people who were like, there were like actual news articles that were like, this is heavy, she committed suicide, she's no longer with us. And I was like, how can a news article write something like that with no proof?
Yeah.
Like people were literally convinced because I had gone off social media for months that I was dead and that I was like off the grid somewhere, like which is so weird. So I didn't even have that kind of noise in the back of my head because I was just like busy living like a 17-year-old girl does.
Yeah.
18-year-old girl, I think at that point. And this is really when I started to develop a strong faith. And I think rooting my identity not really in myself, but in Christ, and learning about his life and hearing so much from my community about other people's issues.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's something that you hear all the time is like when you hear other people's issues, it kind of makes you feel better about your own.
Yeah.
Because you're like, wow, there are so many people who have gone through so many things. Every single person listening, you and I, have all gone through our own experiences and hardships and losses and grief and hardness that I almost became grateful for what I was going through because it was online, but it wasn't in real life. Like I've till this day, I've never had anybody like fight me or like ever even say anything to me or like I hate you. If anything, it's like a mean look, but they could just be having a bad day.
Yeah,
it doesn't have to be at me. They might not know who I am.
Yeah.
So I was honestly really grateful that my whole debacle, my whole whatever cancel culture thing was literally just when I picked up my phone and looked at comments.
Yeah.
And I'm also grateful because like while there were tons of mean people and tons of mean articles and whatever, there were also some people, even like social media people, who were like, this is so stupid. Yeah. What is everyone talking about? Can we please use logic for a moment? And so although there was hate, there was also still some like love and support, even when it was not as loud or not as popular. So I think that I was really grateful to be offline and be able to have developed my identity and kind of figure out who I was alone, almost like in the quiet.
Yeah, that's so great. What made you decide to finally share your story?
When you do live in confidence in God and you live in a sort of assurance that what you are doing and saying is the truth and trying to be light, then you win. Then you don't have anything to prove. And I think I've really tried to live my life in an authentic way to where I'm just trying to become a healthier woman I'm just trying to be a kinder person. I'm trying to live with grace. And it was almost like, this is too much.
Yeah.
And so I think timing for me plays a really important part in my life and everything I do. I think there's timing for everything. And I think that for myself personally, I believe that God's timing in my life is better than I could believe, is better than I could do. And so I always kind of had this little seed of a thought of like, maybe it would be kind of nice for me to share my testimony, not to get vindication necessarily, but to share, because I know that this is the classic story of high school drama where the girl feels like she is hated by the whole school.
Yeah.
You know? And so I had that little seed of a thought, and then that seed just kept growing. And then I would tell my friends about it, like new friends, and they'd be like, this is crazy. Like, you have to tell people this.
Yeah.
And then I would be in church, and then the message would be like about sharing your testimony and how important it is for other people to share your testimony, because you can bring people hope.
Yeah.
And so that little seed kind of like grew over the course of, I don't know, maybe 2 years.
Yeah.
And that's also when I got into my long-term relationship that I've been in now for 3 years, where I would tell him everything I was going through too. And he would always encourage me, like, you know, maybe not now, but I think that would really be important for you to share at some point too. So in January of this year, 2025, I turned 21. And I feel like I had a lot of things stripped from me at the past couple of years that I was kind of like, well, this could go either way. I could share my story and I can, you know, revoke any progress that I've had the past couple of years of people being like, hey, we love you again. We forgive you, whatever. Thanks for coming back on the internet. And people could just write me off again, which, you know, I've already experienced, and I'm okay.
Yeah.
Or it could go the other way, and people could see my side, and people could hear my story, and maybe it could bring somebody light, and maybe it could bring somebody hope that what they're going through is also going to be okay. And I got so many DMs from people, so many DMs from girls, specifically teenage girls, who have reached out to me and been like, thank you for sharing. You're somebody I look up to. You're somebody who I love. And, you know, I try to post content now that's like motivational, not necessarily like motivational in like a cringy way, but just like, I don't know, real, vulnerable, talking about real stuff. Cause like the internet's so perfect nowadays. It's just boring. So when I see the DMs from girls, and I think that I'm very grateful that it kind of swung in the second way, even though I was going to be okay no matter what, that I was able to share my story and it resonate with people, and people be like, wow, you were so young. And like, how did you what even happened? How are you okay?
Yeah.
And like, God's grace, I don't know how. Like, I literally don't know how I'm here. I mean, I do, but
yeah.
Yeah. So I'm very grateful for the past like 6 months. I feel like this last 6 months since I've shared my testimony, since I've shared my story, and I really just tried to not take any of the credit for it, because like at the end of the day, I'm like still a flawed person, and like I'm not perfect at all. And so for me to be like, oh my gosh, look at all this growth I've done, is just like, it wasn't me. Like it was truly God in my story, and the community around me. And so I think that if I could just share that with somebody and offer some sort of hope, that's just more important than keeping it to myself.
Yeah, because we don't realize like how, like, you know, obviously the degree of what you went through was massive on the internet, but even just this happens all the time to girls in high school, whether it, you know, whatever it may be. I remember when I was in high school, like there was, I mean, different, but there was an account that would like post girls nudes or post like stuff like that. And these girls are like, you know, everyone hates them because some random account got a nude of theirs and posted it and what like had nothing
Yeah,
to do with them.
of course.
But they're still getting canceled at their school. No one likes that. Like,
oh no, it's not just me.
Yeah.
Like this happens. That's something I've learned now too, is like, this is a tale as old as time.
Yeah.
Like it's truly the story about the high school football player telling everybody that the cheerleader slept with him and that she's a whore and that everybody should hate her. Yeah. And then like the whole school hates her.
Yeah.
And no, it happens all the time. It happens to teenage girls so much. Bullying is like, also bullying now has become so normal with cancel culture that if that was happening when you were in high school, like I can't even imagine what it is now with like TikTok and everything.
Oh, I always say I'm so thankful that like that was not a thing when we had Instagram, but like that was it. Yeah. So no, I don't know how kids do it today. We had Spencer Barbosa on.
Oh my gosh,
recently.
Really? Wait, she's the best. I really like her. I met her a couple months ago.
I love her. You guys give me similar energy. But when she was on, she said something that was like sounded so profound, but also was like so like obvious. She was just saying like, I can't imagine like going to someone's post and physically commenting something negative or mean. She's like, that person's clearly not happy. So why am I like giving them the time of day? Yeah. And I was like, period. Like I've never thought about it that way. Like I have never thought to comment anything, even like remotely.
Hey, your cellulite looks weird in this. Like what? You would never.
Yeah.
If anything, you're just like,
yeah. So when she said that, I was like, clearly this person is dealing with something that is more serious than, you know, my back roll, my cellulite, whatever it is that someone's like leaving the negative comment for.
Oh, I totally believe that people's comments are a projection of their own life.
Yeah.
Whenever somebody says something, it's just, that's what I get that all the time when people are like, you are so ugly, or I hate you so much, or, you know, more of like the surface level hate that is just like kind of every woman gets when they're online. I honestly just like laugh at it because I'm like, that must be like the highlight of your day to go comment hate on women's posts.
Yeah.
Like, that is so weird.
Yeah. It's when you think about it, like I know sometimes when I'm like, you know, in my feels about a comment or something, but like when you actually think about it, it's absurd. And then and then it like takes all the validation that whatever that person was saying away. And it's like, oh wait, no, actually this is dumb. Why was I giving it the time of day?
Yeah, totally.
I'm curious, what is obviously you still like, you know, you're still posting content, you're still doing the social media thing. What boundaries have you set with it to make sure your mental health is in a good place?
I think that something that I've accepted, and I think that something that people, when they're doing social media and get to a certain point, kind of accept is like, there will always be hate. And I think I'm okay with that. And also I think my brother actually once told me, you should be grateful for the haters because they keep your engagement alive. And I was honestly like, you know what? The haters give me a lot of comments sometimes. Yeah. I mean, less so now, truly, than when I was really going through the height of it. Less so now since I've really shared my story and actually opened up about my testimony.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's still there, of course. I'm still obviously getting the hate. And I think the boundaries that I have to put up is limited screen time. And whenever I feel down, I think something I've really tried to stop doing is isolating myself because I will like read a comment or something that will make me sad or piss me off or whatever it may be, and I will let it affect me and not tell anybody what's going on, and then treat my boyfriend like crap and snap on him or snap on my mom because I'm upset about what Jimmy123 said.
Yeah.
But if I'm just able to say to my mom, like, I'm so frustrated because this person said this, and she's able to be like, yeah, that's really annoying. I'm sorry that happened. And share it rather than hold it.
Yeah.
And let it like
fester and
totally like build up and spiral into something else or something deeper. I've noticed for myself, I have a really tight-knit family. I'm very grateful, and I truly do think that I was given a really tight-knit family because of God's plan for my life.
Yeah.
that I have people who continue to be there for me every single day, and I'm there for them. And we're all able to talk and be vulnerable and be kind to one another.
Yeah.
That when I tell my dad, this comment made me so angry, and tell him about it, and he is like, why does that make you upset? Or asks me questions, or is just there for me, I'm able to let it go a lot easier.
Yeah.
So I think that's less so like a boundary, but more so something that I've had to implement.
Yeah.
To let my brain get rid of it.
Yeah.
Is like I kind of have to process through talking.
Yeah.
And talking through what I'm upset about.
Yeah.
Versus just like holding it in.
Yeah. It's so good.
And becoming more upset.
Yeah. I'd been hearing people truly just rave about linen sheets truly forever. And I finally get it because I made the switch to Quince and now I am obsessed. It's the kind of bedding that instantly makes your whole bedroom just feel more pulled together. And I honestly don't know why I waited so long. Quince's linen bedding is everything people say it is. It's light, it's breathable, and soft from day one. Woven with 100% European flax, it's the perfect mix of relax and refine, and it just gets softer with every wash. And the same goes for their ultra plush duvets, quilts, pillows, and shams too. Featuring other premium fabrics like organic cotton, breezy bamboo, and skin nourishing silk, Quince truly has everything you need to level up your bed. The best part about all of this is, like Quince's clothing, their bedding is half the cost of similar brands, which is great because it's more affordable, but you're not sacrificing the quality of your product. I recently got their linen bedding and I feel like it has actually leveled up my space, and it just makes my bed and bedroom look more aesthetic, more pleasing. Like I get so excited to crawl into bed every night, and it really helps during those warmer summer nights, keeping me comfortable so that I can sleep through the night. Level up your bedding with Quince. You'll feel the difference right away. Go to quince.com/squeeze for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. That's QUINCE.com/squeeze to get free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/squeeze. I chose Function Health because it's the only platform that gives you access to the kind of data that most people really never see, and the insights to actually take action. Inside Function, you can test over 160 biomarkers, from heart and hormones to toxins, inflammation, and stress. You can also access multi-region MRI and CT scans, all tracked in one secure place over time. It's a near 360 view to see what's happening inside of your body. That's why top health leaders and experts are all behind Function Health at over 2,000 locations across the US. Function is $4.99 a year. That's only $1.37 per day for cutting-edge health insights. If you were to just go and do this on your own, this could literally cost you over $10,000. And that's why I love Function Health so much. I recently went in and did my lab draws, and when I tell you it was the easiest thing, I was in and out of there so quick, and the results just pop up right in your portal. It's actually kind of funny because I feel like I've been hearing people talk about it more. I was recently out to dinner, and as I was leaving the table next to us, we were talking about how they had just done Function Health and they were waiting to get their results. And it's so cool to see people loving it as much as I love it. Learn more and join using my link. The first 1,000 people get a $100 credit toward their membership. Visit www.functionhealth.com/thesqueeze or use gift code thesqueeze100 at sign up to own your health. In today's world, it is so easy for us to spend money on our phones without even thinking about it. From food delivery, online shopping, all you do is scan your face and it's paid for. And with that, it definitely can be hard to track your finances. It's really so easy to spend money on your phone without even realizing it. And then you can kind of lose track on how much you're spending or even overspending. Finances can truly be messy and confusing, and that's where Monarch Money comes in. It's more than your average budgeting app. Monarch Money is a complete financial command center for your accounts, investments, and goals. I really feel like I've recently just truly realized how much money I spend on my phone, whether it's, I'm spending money for an online delivery, for food pickup, clothes, like 1 day shipping, just there's so many things. And when you're spending money like that, you never pull out a card, you don't pull out cash. And it's so hard to track it. And also just realizing how stressful it can be to juggle more than one finance app. I feel like there are so many on the market. And with Monarch Money, you can really just have it all in one place. Financial stress is one of the top reasons relationships fall apart. Monarch makes money conversations easier. You can track shared and individual accounts, set goals together, and keep money check-ins drama-free. Plus, you can even access with a financial advisor or tax pro at no extra cost. Get control of your overall finances with Monarch Money. Use code SQUEEZE at monarchmoney.com in your browser for half off your first year. That's 50% off your first year at monarchmoney.com with code SQUEEZE. Was it scary for you, like getting in a relationship and trusting 100%, a male?
100%. I am such a relationship person. I grew up with my parents, watching my parents be so in love. My dad is like my favorite person in the world. My mom is my best friend. So for me, I've always wanted a family. I've always wanted to be able to have like a million kids and be a mom. Like I love that. And so I think once everything happened, obviously I was still so young, 17. I'm like not necessarily thinking about having kids at the moment, but I think I was so scared to even talk to a boy.
Yeah.
Because I was nervous that they'd add on to the dog pile of hate. Because I think a lot of people did that. And I actually had one guy who I'd talked to like briefly who like made a video and was like, she's such a bitch and something like that because and then he actually apologized about it afterwards. And was like, I'm sorry I did that for views. Like I did that because I knew it would blow up because you were like such a hot topic. And I actually really appreciated him apologizing.
Wow.
But I was scared that was going to happen.
Yeah.
Every single time I'd even talked to a guy. So I kind of was hands off for a while. And I was just like, I'm not interested. I'm not on the market. I'm scared more so than anything. And also I think that part of me kind of felt unlovable. And so I think that scarred me for relationships of where I was almost like, I don't want to get rejected.
Yeah.
Because I felt maybe I wasn't the prettier girl. Maybe I wasn't his type. I could do everything. I could give everything. I could film all these videos you want. I could whatever, but it was just never going to be me.
Yeah.
You know? And I think that's also something that a lot of girls go through is like being the other girl.
Yeah.
Or the other person.
Yeah. Yeah. Or even just, I feel like there's a level of like feeling rejected or feeling not worthy to whether a relationship ended on a good note or not. Like, I just feel like they're like looking back on my previous relationships, I feel like they all had some like level of that, like of I wasn't good enough, of like maybe there wasn't physically another person, but like I know that they were looking at other people like their mind wasn't there. So I feel like there's always like a level of that. But I always say like the biggest thing that attracted me to my husband was that he respected me, and he was the first guy that like actually like I felt like cared about me and actually genuinely
on like a
respected
deeper
me.
level.
Yeah. And I feel like finding that is it's so crazy to like look back on
everything before.
Yeah.
Totally. I think about that now with Cole. We've been together for 3 years, and I can't even imagine a life without him. I can't even imagine a life with any guy who I'd even talked to prior, because I'm like, oh, like that would have just been not the most uplifting feminine version of me. Like that would have been me as like the man in the relationship. And so, and I don't want to be the man. Like I want to be a mom. I want to be the woman. I want to be in that role. And so I think also I was just kind of like, I'm going to let somebody pursue me if they want, because I don't want to chase it.
Yeah.
I don't want to go after anything that's not meant for me.
Yeah.
I don't want to try and force a relationship if a guy's like debating between me and someone else, choose her.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I don't want it to be a question. And I think I also, too, because I was just going through so much and it all felt so heavy, I kind of felt like getting into a relationship with anybody would be like a disservice to them. Because I'm like, look at all this baggage I have. Like, you want to deal with this? Like, I almost felt bad.
Yeah.
Because I was like, oh, you may think I'm pretty, but like, I've got some shit. But then Cole made me feel so different, because the first time we even hung out, he was just like, I just want to tell you, I love you already. Like, and I don't care what anybody says about you, because I was getting hate at this point. And he was like, I have always liked you. You've been my celebrity or my internet crush forever. And from the moment he was so sure, that I was like, okay, I like this.
Yeah.
Because I don't have to fight for his attention.
Yeah.
I don't have to make sure he doesn't know about my baggage.
Yeah.
He knows.
Yeah.
He's okay with it.
Yeah.
Like, he'll carry it for me when it's too heavy for me.
Yeah.
So I think before I met Cole, yes, I was like nervous and I was like, oh, I'm not going to find anybody. Once I met him, it was clear. It was like clear as day that I was going to be fine.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure you understand. Once you meet the right person, you're just like,
yeah,
it's going to be fine. We'll figure it out.
Yeah. I feel like a couple weeks into me and Taylor dating, I was like, oh, okay, great. So where do I sign? Like, sign me up. I'm in this.
Same.
I think we both like, it just like, I feel like there's just something that clicks. And also we still laugh about this because, I mean, we were together for, I think we got engaged at 4 years, married at 5 years.
Oh, wow.
Together.
How long have you guys been together?
The end of this year will be 8, 7 and a half.
Oh my
gosh.
God.
A long time.
Wait, so you got married at 25?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
24?
Yeah. Wait. Yeah. Married at 25? How old am I? 28? Yeah. This will be our 3rd year wedding anniversary in November.
Wow.
But
congrats.
Thank you. But I feel like we went through a lot of crap together, like him and his mental health, me working through COVID, then me and my mental health.
Totally.
And everyone's always like, the first year of marriage is the hardest. Like, we had like friends of ours tell us that the first year of marriage was like hard for them. And we're like, when is it going to be hard?
Yeah,
like,
you're like, the first year dating was the hardest.
Yeah,
we're
like,
fine.
We're fine. Like, we've gone through
that's awesome.
a lot of stuff, but I feel like we've had to also just learn like communication. And because we both were going through a lot of stuff, we had no choice but to communicate that to the other and like learn how to like actually have communication and share when things are going on or when we're not feeling good or whatever it may be. So finding that person is like really, really cool. I'm like excited for all my single friends to like find that in their person. It makes me so excited.
Yeah, and I think just once you're in that solid relationship where you don't question the more basic stuff of like, does he like me back? Or, is he gonna think I look pretty in this outfit or whatever? Yeah. And once it starts to actually get deeper where you're like, I feel safe, I feel protected, that's when I think the relationship really started to grow for us. Yeah. Was because I felt safe. I felt protected. And I felt like he never asked me. There's like this Hosier lyric in Work Song. It's like, he never asked me once about the wrong I did. Yeah. And I always, whenever I hear that song, I'm like, wow, he was just like from the beginning on my side, there for me, like hard. Yeah. You are safe. You're loved. You're protected. And just like affirming, I don't know. Yeah. Me in a way that I was scared I wouldn't find in a man. So I was very grateful to find that and then still have that and be like.
Yeah. Yeah. It's crazy what like
timing.
Being in a relationship that like you're no longer chasing validation, but like you're already validated before the thought even like
totally
comes into your mind.
I think that a message that, do you have a lot of younger listeners?
Yeah. They're kind of all over the place. So
I think that now that I'm in a healthy relationship and one that is actually long-term and meaningful, and we've gone through hard stuff together, but we've also like experienced the highest highs together. Once you have like the situationship now, I look back and I was like, thank God that the timing of that ended when it did. And I have something like this now. And so I feel like for all of the younger girls, I always just try to reiterate that timing is important and that things will happen when they're meant to happen. Yeah. And trying to force it with the wrong person or trying to be somebody else for the wrong person is never going to work. You're never going to be right for them. And that's something now I've realized, like, that just would have been wrong. Yeah. It would have been just not the best me. Yeah. And so, yeah, it's really cool to be in a solid relationship now, and even say like 3 years under our belt is like, so what the heck? Like 3 years? That's crazy.
It's so good.
But, you know, hopefully I get a ring soon, and next time I see you, I can say I'm a fiance.
Yeah, I love it. I'll be waiting for that. No, what you literally just said is so true. And I think about it from time to time. Like, I was in like a 2-year relationship before I met Taylor, and
that guy's bumming, by the way.
I knew I knew that I needed to end the relationship. Yeah. I knew it. I like so strongly like felt like God was like, you got to end this. And I just did not have the balls to do it. And I was like, no, like, we're going to make this work. I love his family. I love his mom. Like, his younger brother was like my best friend, all of this stuff. And then he broke up with me. And then I was pissed because I knew it was supposed to happen, but I was mainly so upset because I was like, oh, like, I was so like forcing it to be with this person because I loved his family. I was like forcing it. And I remember I got in my car and I was screaming at God, and I was like, what are you doing? Like, I have to start all over now. Like, I'm 20. I guess I was 20 at the time. I'm 20. I just wasted the past 2.5 years. Like, I thought this was my person. Like, literally everything besides him. Like, his family was perfect. Like, I loved them. Like, I was like, this is what it's supposed to be. Like, what are you doing? And that's like the first time I ever like really heard God be like, just wait until you see what I have in store for you.
Totally.
And then 2 weeks later, I met Taylor.
Wow.
So like hearing that, like, timing truly is everything. Because if I would have been in it for like another month, I would have literally never met Taylor. Like, it's just like the timing of it is crazy. So I think we just need to.
Sometimes I think that that's like the best, even though I've definitely been in the same situation where you're in the car, in your room, or in your pillow, yelling, being like, what is happening? This is not what I planned. That is what's so amazing, because if it was what you planned, then it never would have been as beautiful as your life is now. Yeah. And there's this really great meditation that I listen to on Spotify sometimes, and it's called Vapor. And it talks about how everything in life is a vapor. And like you said, not to take away from what you're going through, but something can feel so big at the moment. Yeah. And then you can look back and be like, that was just a vapor. That was just a little moment in time. And he has this little reference of a kid on a playground, and how when someone takes your swing, it feels like the biggest thing ever. And you like go tell your mom about it, and you're so frustrated about it because that was your swing. Yeah. But now we're like in our 20s, and that was just a vapor of us being a kid on the playground. But to us in the moment, that was the biggest thing, because that was our swing. Yeah. But now we're just like, you're married. I'm going to get married. We're on social media. You have your thing. Like, we're dealing with other issues that are big to us now. Yeah. But maybe when we're 80, we'll look back and be like, wow, that was a vapor. Yeah. Like that. Oh, my podcast, so that was a vapor.
It's so good. I love that. So I'm sure you have many, I know you have many little facets of healing tools for your mental health. What have been some of those like biggest things for you?
I think I really like to be sometimes alone when I'm going through something heavy. I think I've always found a lot of solitude and comfort in the beach. Yeah. Like since I was young, I've been going to the beach, just like sitting on the sand, being alone, feeling sand, feeling water. For me, coming back to a natural place has always really helped me. Or when I'm in Hawaii, sometimes like going on a hike and just sitting up there alone.
Yeah.
Just coming back to the root
Yeah.
of it all, because I think sometimes when we're like looking at our phone, it can feel so big. But then when you're just like looking out, you realize how small a little phone screen is.
Yeah.
And it can almost put things in perspective. At least how I feel. I think for me, like I kind of mentioned earlier, is processing through talking to my friends and my family.
Yeah.
I know some people prefer like a therapist or somebody that's like a dedicated kind of dumper, like somebody that they can tell all of their stuff to at a weekly time on a weekly basis. And I think for me, it's been really helpful to have my family around me a lot and to talk to my mom on a daily basis. And if I'm going through something, I'm able to, talk through it with somebody who I know cares about me, and it can be rational when I'm feeling angry or, offer some like, this may seem bad, but look how blessed you are in this aspect of your life, or remind me of the good things that are happening, because sometimes you can drown out all of the good things and just focus on the bad.
For sure.
So I think those are kind of little things that help me. And honestly, a really big one that's a little bit random is water. Like I'll just like go change my physical space. Yeah. So if I ever get in a really depressed mood, or if I'm like, sometimes it's not even me reading comments about myself on social media, but sometimes like if I'm consuming drama, TikTok or drama Instagram or drama anything, and I feel like dirty or sad or like just gross. Yeah. Sometimes I'll go like dunk in the ocean or get in the shower, like clean, like physically clean your body. Yeah. And I found that actually really helps me to get out of my space, negative space, and just like redo it, recharge, re-cleanse, like by getting in water and just fully changing my physical space.
I love that. It's so important. I feel like we forget how just like the environment that we're in can be. When I'm like feeling anxious or stuck, I'll go lay in my backyard on the cement, like in the sun, and I'll literally just lay there for 5 minutes, and I'm like, oh, okay, I'm like alive again. Like it's crazy what water can do, what a change of like scenery can do. It's so important.
And another thing I think that's really helped me when I'm going through a hard time, other than dunking in water and like changing my mental or my physical state, is working out and strength training. I think once you put yourself in a hard physical state, like you're like growing your muscles, or you're like doing push-ups and it hurts, right? And you do it. I mean, I'm sure this is real science, maybe but like the dopamine actually hits your brain and makes you feel better. Yeah. And I wasn't very big into working out before, because I don't know if you've followed me for a long time, but I kind of was a part of like the whole body positive movement when it first started. Yeah. And I was preaching like being positive in your body regardless. And now I still think that's important, and it's important to have grace for your body in every season of your life, because as women specifically, we're always changing. Yeah. Every week we're changing. Yeah. But now I believe that body positivity is like loving yourself no matter what, but having discipline to understand when it's time to be better or when it's time to change. And I think that when I started strength training, when I started working out, when I started going on walks consistently, when I got into surfing, I felt so much happier because I felt stronger, and I felt proud of myself for doing something hard. And I think that's been a really big tool for me to actually feel like a physical win. Yeah. Because it gives you a mental win too.
Yeah. No, it's so important. Like I feel like we're finally starting to move past this whole like working out just to like see a difference.
Totally.
Like, my husband is the biggest like advocate for me getting up and moving because I will just sit on my laptop for 12 hours and not do anything.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, go take a walk.
Totally.
And I'm like, no, I don't like want to go walk or go take a yoga class. And I do it. I'm like, oh my gosh, thank God I
Yeah.
did. Like
the world is clear again.
yeah, like I can see like everything's fine. Like it is so important. Like just the switch off that it gives your brain. And I even think like to what you were saying, like I think, you know, that and body positivity are different, but also like the same. Like I think it's important for us. Like obviously we love, you know, love our bodies, appreciate what it is, but also we got to take care of it. That doesn't mean, you know, eating junk food, sitting on the couch all day. Like we actually need to like love our bodies no matter what it looks like, but we need to make sure we're loving our bodies and like, you know, being kind to it.
I think that's exactly it. Is it's not about how you look, but it's about how you're actually feeling.
Yeah.
And when you are sitting in like gluttony all day, you're eating chips on the couch or you're watching TV the whole time. Like, yeah, that can be healing to an extent if you're doing it for like a couple hours. But if that's like a couple days, then it's not helpful. Yeah. It's actually making you feel worse, and it's making your brain think that you can't do hard things. Oh, I can't get up. I can't go walk.
Yeah.
It like creates a barrier in your mind almost.
Yeah.
And so I think when I was and when I am going through any sort of challenge or battle, I will try to get a workout done in. So it gives me almost like the confidence to be like, okay, well, if I do this really hard strength training class, or if I do a yoga class or a Pilates class, or I go on a run and I run 2 miles because I hate running.
Yeah. Same.
Then I can deal with this nasty customer service email from Sienna Swim. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. I can deal with whatever the day has to offer. Yeah. Because I've set aside time to take care of myself first and show myself that I can do something hard.
Yeah.
So that's also a huge thing that I try to implement every single day. And if it's not every single day, then it's like at least every single week. Yeah. You know, kind of depends. Like if I'm on my period, I'm just like, I'm going to give myself some grace and some time, because like it's just not going to happen today.
Yeah. No, my favorite is I'll like do an Instacart order when I'm on my period, and like my husband will be I'm taking it out of the bag. So he's like, are you about to start your period? I'm like, how'd you know? There's like all the ice cream and the cookies and the sweets.
No, that's me.
So
that was me yesterday, actually. I was at the store and I grabbed a ton of sushi, and then we're like going to check out, and Cole's like, you want to grab some chocolate? And I was like, excuse you? And I was like, wait, no, I do want to grab some chocolate.
Good man.
Let me go back to the
to
the chocolate section, because
so
I totally forgot my chocolate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which you needed.
I agree.
I'm curious this is a big question, but or maybe you know the answer, but what are you most proud of yourself for?
Just starts crying. Literally just starts crying.
I feel like it's important though, because I feel like we don't take the time to, you know, appreciate things that, you know, we talk about how proud we are of others, but not, you know, how proud of ourselves we are with what we've gone through. So that's why I'd love to know what yours would be.
I think that a lot of people would have kind of turned to other things by going through something as dark as I have.
Yeah.
And I'm really proud of myself for never doing drugs, or like never turning to drinking, or never turning to any sort of like coping mechanism, and having resilience enough to trust in God. I think my faith is what I'm most proud of, because it's the only thing that's brought me through.
Yeah.
And having an open mind and an open heart, even after being mistreated by the internet pretty brutally.
Yeah.
I think I still really do try to see the best in people. And I think there is evil out there, and I've seen it, and it's gnarly. And it would be not truthful of me to say that it's not, and that, you know, the LA life or the people that I've met, or some of the people that I've, you know, used to be friends with, that I'm now no longer friends with, are trying to speak about this with as much grace as I can.
Yeah.
I think I'm very proud of myself for not allowing seeing darkness to make me dark, or being mistreated by kind of the internet and so many people to make me mean. Because I think a lot of times it can make you turn to coping in a different way.
Yeah.
Or being mean back, or being bitter.
Yeah.
And I truly think I would be bitter if I didn't find God when I did, if I didn't have the people around me who shared stories with me about Jesus and the Bible, and that is truly how I just try to live my life. And when people say Christ-like, they think it's kind of just like a saying, but it's actually referring to like the Bible and all these stories about how he actually lived. And there are so many stories about people being so bitter and like literally killing him, and him still saying forgive them for they don't know what they're doing. And I'm in no way like Christ. I'm so flawed and I make so many mistakes every day, and I'm still just trying to learn and be a better person. But I am proud of my faith. I'm proud of my resilience.
Yeah.
And for not becoming bitter and dark.
Yeah.
I think the path I was on before I got this redirection would have made me like that. I think I was around people and in environments that felt dirty and dark. And I actually saw a comment one time that made me cry. And there was this girl who was like, God literally said, you can't have this one, she's mine. And I truly do feel like that. I feel like I was kind of ripped from the scene.
Yeah.
Because I was like picked apart.
Yeah.
You know? And I'm very grateful for that. So, yeah. I'm proud of myself for that. I've gone through a lot. But at 21, the best is yet to come. The best is yet to come.
I love that. Okay. Lemon 7. Rapid fire. Hit me. Number 1 is what movie or song title best describes your mental health today?
Life is Good by Forrest Frank.
Period. Number 2, how open are you with people in life when you're struggling?
Is it 1 through 10?
Sure.
Very. Let's just say very.
Through like 10, the max.
Good. Open.
If you could only follow 3 people on social media, if you could only follow 3 social media accounts, what would they be?
Sienna Swim, and Sienna Swim.
Number 4 is, what is your favorite form of self-care?
Oh, going through the car wash. I love going through the car wash. It's so great to go through the car wash.
Literally, that was the last thing I would have thought you...
When you have a clean space...
Yeah.
And you so we go to the beach a lot.
Yeah.
I'm trying to rapid fire this. You go to the beach a lot, you have to vacuum, you get all the sand off, the windows are clean, you can sit in your car, you drive for an hour, it's clean around you, you're good. Self-care.
Okay. Yeah, that I understand that. Number 5 is, what is the most misunderstood thing about you?
Oh, my age, for sure. People think I'm so much older than I am.
I thought you were a lot older.
Every time I meet someone, they're like, you're 21. I thought you were literally 25.
That's
probably, or my height. People are always like, oh my gosh, you're so short.
Yeah.
Because the girl I shoot with all the time, she's so good at making me seem taller. And so that's another thing. But I'd say mainly my age.
Okay. Number 6 is, who has had the most positive impact on your mental health?
God.
Number 7 is, if you can go back to one moment in your life, what moment would that be, and what would you say to yourself?
The ride back from the ride back after my suicide attempt with my dad, and tell myself that not only is it going to be okay, but it's going to be better.
I love that.
Yeah.
Well, I'm proud of you, because I feel the
you.
exact same way. I'm so honored that you felt safe enough to come sit and chat and
of course
share with me.
This has been fun.
And I'm excited to see you again with the ring on your finger.
I'm also excited for that. It's looking a little lonely today, so we're going to have to...
It needs a little bling on it.
Make a change. Yeah, it needs a little 4-carat diamond from...
Ring Concierge.
Yeah, some sort of ring brand would be great.
That's so